Today I bring you 3 new coaching items from Pound for Pound. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Coach Simon, and here at Fit to Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today is the turn of 3 new pieces of coaching equipment from Pound for Pound. So first of all I'm going to show you these ones, which are the double pads, the double-sided pads. Now, the first time I saw a pair of double-sided pads was a company called Versamits. That was about 3 years ago, and I never got to review them. I did see a pair by Top Boxer. I actually tried a pair by Top Boxer, but they were a bit too thin, and it hurt my hands at the rear, especially to the body shots. Here, Pound for Pound have come out with a different take. In that, what they've done is they've got 2 air mitts and put them together. Okay, so if I just bring that round so you can see, this is a leather punch mitt, and you get 2 of them. So you've got the padding, but you've also got the air pockets as well. So you can see an air pocket there, and you can hear, push that, you can hear that sort of the air expelling out of both sides of that mitt. As I bring it round, you can see on the inside there, you can see where you put your hand in. So you put your hand in like so, and as you can see they are quite a size in diameter. Now, if I put on a normal pad, so a normal pad, you can see the difference there as I bring them round, and you can see, bring all the way around, they are huge in size. Okay, now when I first started using them, of course there is 2. Just slide my hand into there. When I first started using them, I did feel a little bit ridiculous because they are so big. In saying that, I did forget about that fairly quickly, but as you can see, they're lightweight, but they are big to use. Okay, but as I say, I quickly forgot about that as I used them. As I used them, they were great, especially for body shots. Okay, so any sort of straight shots, you've got that padding at the rear and the padding at the sides if you did that. So you can create a head target. You can also create a body target as well with the rear of that hand. Of course, with normal pads, and I have seen this a lot, where people use the rear of the hand for, say, the solar plexus shot, but of course there is very little padding at the rear of that, so you could get an injury. With these ones, of course, you have got that padding. Okay, as I say, you can use one as a head target, you can use one as a body target, you could use them as traditional sort of mitts as well. But at first when I put them on, you think that they're going to be quite heavy, but they're not, they're really lightweight. Put an ankle into that. The body. Again. Again. There you go. Good. Good shot. Beautiful. So these allow you, as the trainer, to get traditional body shots that with normal pads can be quite difficult to achieve. With these, I do like the fact that you could use the one pad where they're doing their left and their right to the head target, and then of course you can do the left and the right to the body target as well. Okay, so they're really versatile. You could use them both together like this, or you could use them with sticks or with paddles, you know, and you could use a traditional paddle and do that. You could use a glove, and you could use a normal mitt for the actual head target, and then this one just for the body target. There's very, very versatile with what you can do. As I bring that round, you can see, really, really well made. What I did find was that surface sometimes is a little bit slippery, so some punches did slip off, but people did get used to them as they used them. There's pound for pound on there with that leather, and you can see how really nicely constructed they are. But I also have to point out that when you have got these, I think that the boxers, because of the padding, they do want to punch you harder. So if you've got it on your body, you will have to, like with body protectors, you will have to tense. So your tense gives you a bit of an ab workout as the trainer, as they're hitting. Otherwise, if you used to, you still will, if you don't tense and they hit, you still will feel the impact through even that big pad at that size. I did experience, after the first couple of goes, I did experience a little bit of hand pain, especially from those rear shots to the hand. The more I used them, the better that got, and I would say now my hands are used to it. As you slot your hand into there, then there is sort of places where your fingers and your thumb go inside there to enable you. It's almost like it's tight on the rear of your hand and tight on the front of your hand, and it's sandwiched in between those two air mitts. So these are £120, and I do think that they're not a replacement for normal pads. I think that these are just something else that a boxing trainer can use to help their boxers, to develop their boxers, and also I just think they're great for those body shots. You know, you can literally have them there and banging away at the body, and then of course you've got that head target as well, and it's a more realistic sort of, that is actually a head, you can see that, and then you've got the body as well, so you can line it up, and it is much better for the target, for the boxer. At £120, I think these are great. They're really well constructed. I think they'll last a long time, and I really do like what they've done. Style-wise, in that silver, I think they look great. And once you get used to the fact that it looks like you've got inflatables on your hands, once you get used to that, then you can get some really good workouts with these. So just check them out. As I say, I really like what Pound for Pound are doing. And now we're going to move on to their air paddles. Pound for pound air paddles, and these paddles have got a twist, and that twist is that at the front you have got an air pocket at the front of each one of these. So you've got like a traditional paddle there, it's very, very sort of sturdy here. You've got that sort of, it's not elastic, it's like a canvasy type loop that you've got there, which you put your hand through, so you grip onto the handle there. Some people grip paddles there, some people grip them a little bit lower. On the front there you have got Pound for Pound, and you've got that, it's not a round sort of shape, it's more of a squarish sort of hexagonal shape in fact. And then as you turn around you have got that air pad. Okay, now that air pad there really does create a soft impact for your boxer, but also it allows, as the trainer, it allows you to, you could either use it as traditional pads, okay, like so, or with the air pockets, and you can do it like that. So they've got a smaller, more cushioning target to hit. Also, when you're testing their defence, then that is almost like the front the size of a knuckle of a glove there, and also it doesn't hurt as much as the flat surface of a normal paddle. Of course, that, you know, can be a little bit sort of harsh when you're testing the defence. With that one, you've got that impact there. Or as I turn around, you can see there is some holes in there as well. So as you press it, you can feel the air dissipating out. In terms of that air pocket, you can see the size of it there, and as I press into it, and you can see as I've got an ABA sting glove here, you can see that the punch surface of that is very similar in sort of diameter to that punch surface there. As you can see how it's sort of the lump on the front of the paddle, and there you'll get in sort of almost like a replication when you're testing the guard of your boxers. You're getting a replication of the actual punch surface of a glove coming through. Now these are 65 English pounds, and you can see there's the stitching on the outside there, and I really do like them, I have to say. I mean, I've got my sort of traditional paddles which I use, but I think that these give a totally new dimension because of that air pocket. That air pocket, you know, it really does good when they're punching, and also good when it comes to testing the guard. I've done quite often, you do with paddles where you're testing the guard and you can see the reddening of the arms of the person, but if you're testing with that and it's that air pocket, then you're not going to get that reddening of the arms. So I think it's much better for the boxer in terms of punching them. It's much better for the boxer in terms of them testing the guard and it hitting them on the sort of the glove or the arms, or even if they get it wrong and it hits them in the face, it's not going to hurt them as much. But from a trainer's point of view, I love paddles anyway. Of course, I had a shoulder injury, so I use paddles extensively because they are much better on your shoulders, on your elbows and on your wrists as a trainer than traditional pads. I do like the fact that with these you can use them as normal pads, or you can flip them around and take the benefit of those air pads depending on what type of workout you're doing, what type of paddle workout you are doing with your boxers. So again, an absolutely great idea, buy pound for pound. And finally, I come on to pound for pound's little punch shield. As you can see in the blue, very, very stylish with pound for pound boxing on the front there. And as I tip it to the side, you can see that's really great how they've done that quilting with the stitching. This is leather, and as you can see from those handles, it is really, really well made. You've got some thick handles there to grip onto. At the back, you've got a little bit of padding, but the main punch surface is going to be that indentation that's on the inside with that outer bit, which obviously tries to keep the punches inside that actual target. The only thing I will say is when I've been using it, sometimes if the punches from the boxer do go a little bit astray, then you do get punched in the fingers and the thumb, so you just have to be careful who you use it with. But in terms of a target, it is super lightweight, it is super small. If you compare it to my punch shield there from UMA and see the difference in the size, it is significantly smaller when it comes to that. And as that, okay, it's probably about half the size. And what that enables you to do is that you can quickly move it for sort of different shots, uppercuts, hooks, body hooks. You can even have it against your body for those straight shots, against the body for the hooks to the ribs and the liver. And you can even go over the top, very, very easily go over the top so they can do the duck unders, and it's great for those sort of straight shots as well. So this pad, this punch shield is 65 English pounds, that's the current offer, normally 75 UK pounds, but it is easy to use, it's easy to transport, and also it's super lightweight, and I think that that is absolutely brilliant. I love what Pound for Pound have done with this. Not only have they got a smaller punch shield, okay, that's the smallest punch shield that I've ever used, and I really do like using it, I think it's great. The punch surface is a little hard, but obviously the more you use it, the more it will sort of break in. And as long as you can use it with people that are not punching you in the hands and they're keeping it to that middle target, I have found it really, really great. And then, of course, you've got the double air pads as well, which I think are superb. I haven't seen a double pad with 2 air pads on, although I have, of course, seen some where there's 2 pads front and back. And then I think that take on the paddles, that new take with an air pocket on the front of there, I think they've really done a great job with that. I love what they've done. I haven't seen that either before. And also from the prices that they are charging, Pound for Pound always do a great job of bringing you really great equipment for a really great price. At the end of the day, all of that gear as well is full leather, and the stitching and the construction is fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.